It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Be like
forward.
a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have sex
Corrupt
and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Yasanga. I am 40 years, mother of 2, and I am self-employed.
I'm Fanny Swaisa. I'm a freelance actor, theatre maker, and director.
Hi, my name is Bongi Winkapa. I'm 33. No babies yet. Hopefully next year, in a year or two. Customer services currently.
Hi there, my name is Primrose Mkhwebi. I'm a mother, I'm a writer, and I'm a woman activist.
I'm a lesbian. Have been for the longest time. Almost 13, 14 years of my life I've been a lesbian. But when it comes to gender violence, for me, it's difficult to live eGugulethu and be on that buzz. I'm going to get out, Ngogu. I'm going to go get myself a cigarette at 7:30 in the evening. It's not as easy because Galogu, there's going to be that individual, there's going to be that guy who wants to test me, who wants to push those buttons. As much as he can say, okay, this is a lesbian, but uzawuza regardless. Because Galogu, ufuna undempowerish, ufuna undivisa ngohlobo I must feel smaller, I must be scared of you because I'm a lesbian and whatnot. It's irreality, it's a location in Ayo. It's sad for me, for someone ozandi attacker based on my sexual preference. It's barbaric. For him, I feel it's absolutely barbaric because how can you? What do you know about me, Lento? When is akuniki right? Yoba maundi approach ufuna undihlasela just because I don't look like your little sister at home.
When I was 14, I was stabbed by a boy, and mainly because when I was growing up, I was very like sport active. I was a bit of a tomboy, and I wasn't really like into boys that much. I was not that girl. And there was this one boy who was like really interested, and I was not interested. And then I remember he was sitting in the corner with his friends, and it's like one of those like say when I zappa kind of vibes. And I'm thinking like, I'm like, my brother, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Obviously, he saw it as a sign of rejection. And as I'm walking, the next thing I hear is he kicks me. And my response, I turned and I punched him. And then we had this fight. And then, eventually I'm just going to go home. And then as I'm walking home, I just heard like something, when it's something big. He took a bottle, he broke it, and he stabbed me. But what I'm getting with this is everyone knew where he stayed. We went to his house. It was his mother that said, I don't know where my son is. And she was lying. It took his older brother, who doesn't stay there, to come back and say to the mother, bring him. Do you know? But so did you understand that thing of like your son has stabbed a girl and you're hiding him?
When I was in high school, I was getting off a train from school, and then he was like, "Hey, on some like he pulled me with a jersey, and I'm just like, I'm not talking to you. It was like, I'm talking to you. I was like, I'm talking to you. The next thing I know, boom. Like, I'm just like, what?
Are you insane?
Did you just do that? So I'm like standing there dumbfounded. Everyone just walked past.
They walk by.
Everyone just like old people, like just walked past. And I remember this one guy saying,
What did you do that made you deserve such a clap? What did you do that made you deserve such a clap?
So
mainly because you said, I don't want to talk to you.
I remember when I was still a student, walking on Ranabush May, so this guy is walking on the other side of the road. I'm on the other side of the road. He does all this nasty, the whistles and whatnot. So I show him the finger. And he's like,
oh, how dare you?
He says, you're so rude. I'm like,
how?
So you were nice.
Wow.
I'm like, so you were nice. But you didn't have to. I'm like, so you had to. Like, but you didn't have to, and he started getting aggressive. I'm like, aggro.
But that's normal for them. They think that is the behavior. That is normal. And I'm thinking if you're gonna be like cat calling me or like dog calling me, how is that sexy?
Exactly.
Guy, how is it? Okay, what is my response? You only going like you seem like a. And come,
You must appreciate. I had this conversation with Umbulelo Madesi. At some point, they were saying like, "We've done it, Prem. We've done it, Prem. We've done it." As like boys who grew up in the township, we've done this. We've said to chicks like, "Hey, you know reverse wamhlaba. Hey, you're like lips."
And they will follow you around.
What they were saying is that we didn't know any better. We didn't know that there could be a different response to that, because like, how do you stand in the corner and see a chick walking past and not say that she's yellow bone or she's like darky and and say like derogatory thing about their bodies? And I'm just like,
Absolutely wrong.
do you think that I want to hear you, dirty little shit, tell me that I'm nice? I don't want you to tell me that. Don't tell me that. I know I'm nice, and I didn't ask you for your. Anyway, so the point is, it's so annoying because we have to know even before we leave our homes that we are not safe verbally, and worse, anything else that comes after that.
They feel so entitled to women, to women. Anything that has to do nechere nomfazi, they feel they should have. It's a problem, because for me, I will go out of my race. I mean, there's no sin in comparing black men with white men and colored men. A white man acts a certain way. A colored man acts a certain way. A black man acts a certain way. Because we're so exposed to the black men, Gogu, everything that they do is just so annoying at times, and you feel, why must you behave like that? You know this, but sometimes it's maybe a colleague of yours, a previous colleague, just because he's with his friends now, he's acting this way. And I call you out. As much as the lesbian and I live a lokshini, I should be scared and whatnot, I always call you out on your bullshit. Okay, you're acting like this now because you're among your friends. How's about you come through, why are you acting like that? Usukapo. Ashube. Because you acting like this because you're among your peers. When we were in Cavendish together, we saw each other at Mug and Bean. You didn't act this nana. You didn't act this way. Why are you all of a sudden acting this way?
One of the most painful and annoying things is that you live next to, I live here, and there's always like construction sites. I know every day that those people are going to be saying something about my body. Like, construction guys are like a disease that has words for women who are walking past. They're like
They
a fucking
have to
disease.
say something.
Like,
They have to.
I promise you, and it's always like long,
Without
and they
faith.
all talk and whatever.
Without
And then
faith,
you walk
guys.
past, and then there's one of them, and then they kind of like, they can't say
Secret.
shit. They can't say shit. Like, construction workers are like the worst ever. Even if they're like in a car and they're driving past, it's like, oh my God.
You know it's coming.
Guarantee.
You know it's going to
It's
happen.
so annoying. It's so fucking annoying.
But it also has something to do with the place, the spaces that people are. Somehow people act differently in different spaces, as you were saying. I mean, because for me, we go to a situation where in a different space where you will see a group of black men, and there would not be that kind of behavior. Do you know what I mean? And then you go, which is so sad, because for me, they think it's okay. Somehow the township gives them the right to be abusive. It's almost like it's the abusive world. Do you know what I mean? And you see them in town, group of men, nothing.
These men who are always amongst other women, and they'll come to you and they will address the guy about something that you are talking about. For an example, you take your child to a doctor, and then they'll talk to the men, and I'm like,
Hello?
I'm the mother
Hi.
here. The sexism is so innate that they don't even see that they're doing something wrong.
That's
and then
the
I'm
problem.
thinking,
That's the
this guy is not going to be feeding that child. This guy is not going to be giving the meds to that child. Can you actually look at the mother and see the mother? Because they instinctively, it's so dismissive. It's so the attitude is so dismissive. Even in restaurant, I sit in restaurant all the time. Like, and it's older people, and it's like, they're together, la la la, and the male waiter's gonna go to a guy, and I'm just like,
How's about you start this side of town? How's about you start this side of town? Listen, no.
And the question I keep asking, especially like with the violence, is that someone else's daughter, and that daughter, okay, I almost said probably has the father around, but then I'm thinking, maybe not. But anyway, that girl has an uncle. That girl has someone who's a male figure. What happened to these male figures when there's so much abuse happening?
Why are they
Because,
quiet?
there's so many instances when the violence happens, it's been done by the people around you. We know. We know them. We know the boys that do corrective rapes in our township. We know who they are. We know someone is like, is a scolly there. We know next door neighbor is like, it's beating up this woman. We hear, what are the men saying? Because we could, guys, as much as we like to say, like, physically we're not stronger.
You're not.
We need help here.
Yeah. I think, funny, it comes from that thing where we're growing up, boys, it's okay for boys to play rough. Boys can climb in the trees, they can play boxing, they can play fight
rumble.
and whatnot. If a boy kicks you in the butt, it's okay because he's a boy, he's just being a boy. They grow up with that. Like, it's okay to hit the girl child because I'm a boy, I play rough and it's okay, And then when they're older, they're not just playing, climbing in the trees and whatnot. It's gonna be real now. I'm gonna murder the fuck out of you
Instinctive
because...
reflexes.
And they're used to that. It's okay for them to hit people.
It's been okay for that long.
Exactly.
It's been okay for that long.
do you know what happened to me at Pig and Swizzle? I'm there, and there's like soccer or something, like some sort of sport, and I was still dating Ulunga at the time, and then he just left, and then there's this group of boys and they, like guys, like they come and they like, is that your boyfriend? I'm like, yes. Is that your boyfriend? I'm like, yes. Oh, okay, do you like him? I'm like, yes. Oh. And that whole thing goes on.
Okay. It's okay for them to act like that.
Yeah. So he comes back and they intimidated him. And they said that I said I didn't like him. I was just like, you know what? Where's my
I'm
bag?
done.
Can we like get out of here? So
done.
like there's like a gang mentality, like amongst guys even,
Most of the time when we talk about particularly gender violence, we talk about it post the incident. Kanti, yazi, as much as these boy children, these men and whatnot, it all boils down to endlini. Endlini, umntana oyikwekwe must be taught behavior endlini so that you are able to treat your girlfriend 10 years down the line in a certain way and whatnot. But I feel, and again, when I find Close City, we as black women on the bottom of the chain, we are, and it will remain as such as soon as the men who are in okay positions, who are role models and things start speaking up about the issue itself. It must not be swept under the carpet. These boys need to know that there's better out there.
My dream is to live in a society where we don't have to fear for our lives every day we walk on the streets.
My dream is for our brothers not to forget when they're out there that they're someone else's brother, uncle, son, and father.
My dream is to see a society where gender equality is not just a dream, where we all live equally, men, women, girls, boys.
My dream personally is I'm hoping that in the next, actually 3, 4, 5 years, the girl child receives the same opportunity as the boy child in South Africa. A woman is as equally relevant as a man. And let's love our women, man.
Yazi, you should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong. You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong.
A theatre maker and director.
Hi, my name is Bongi Winkapa. I'm 33. No babies yet. Hopefully next year, in a year or two. Customer services currently.
Hi there, my name is Primrose Mkhwebi. I'm a mother, I'm a writer, and I'm a woman activist.
I'm a lesbian. Have been for the longest time. Those buttons, as much as you can say, okay, this is a lesbian, but uzawuza regardless. Because kaloku ufuna undi-empowerish, ufuna undivisa ngohlobo uba I must feel smaller, I must be scared of you because I'm a lesbian and whatnot. It's irreality, it's a location nayo. It's sad for me, for someone ozandi attacker based on.
It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation,
The problem with the Somalians,
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Don't be like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Siyasanga. I am 40 years, mother of 2, and I am self-employed.
I'm Fanny Swayisa. I'm a freelance actor.
My sexual preference is barbaric. For him, I feel it's absolutely barbaric because how can you? What do you know about me? Lento when is right? Maundi approach. Just because I don't look like your little sister at home.
When I was 14, I was stabbed by a boy, and mainly because when I was growing up, I was very like sport active. I was a bit of a tomboy.
Almost 13, 14 years of my life I've been a lesbian. But when it comes to gender violence, for me, it's difficult to live a Guguletu and be on that buzz. I'm going to get out, Ngogu. I'm going to go get myself a cigarette at 7:30 in the evening. It's not as easy because Galogu, there's going to be that individual, there's going to be that guy who wants to test me, who wants to push